Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here and to another Open With Me book club. It's Easy Crochet for Beginners. Learn to crochet with 35 simple projects by Nikki Trench. And there we are. It's a nice thick book. It's got don't know what the actual price I paid for this is. If I can figure that out, I will put it in the description box. I got this from Amazon, but the right price of this book is $14.99. As you can see, it's never been opened. So let's have a little look at these Easy Crochet for Beginners. What's the word? Projects. There we go. So that's probably one of them. It looks like a nice lacy shawl. By Chico Books, this is. So we've got that. I wouldn't have thought that was easy, but there you go. I mean, not for like an absolute beginner, but I guess it's not hard for people who've been crocheting a while. So we've got starting out, practice makes perfect, confident crocheting, suppliers index and acknowledgements. Well, suppliers is moot. You buy whatever you want where you like. Oh, just a little announcement though, for those of you who might not know. My shop, hobbyrocks.co.uk, has some new shipping rates for smaller packages all over the world, not just here. But for the smaller ones, more so for around the world. We don't have that many different ones to choose from in the UK. But there is a new lower rate for the UK if you're only ordering a couple of balls or something like that. So I just wanted to let you know, there is a link in the description box for the shop, and there's still a promotion of the free ergonomic crochet hook with qualifying purchases. So anyway, let's get on with this. We've got actually a crocheted cake there. Blankets, beanies. Oh, I have some real Russian dolls. I love those. The kids love them. Crochet know-how. So here we've got techniques. Holding the hook, I don't like that bit. I don't like... see, I hold mine like that, but I wouldn't impose it on other people who don't. But I think it's the better way. Causes less repetitive strain, but I wouldn't say that's the way you've got to do it. So it goes through quite a lot of techniques because it is a beginner's book. So it is showing you all of the techniques. So we'll skip that bit. Starting out. So you've mastered all of that and we're starting out. So we've got quite a few different little... I like the egg cozy. I have an Easter one. And it's also got a ridge join by the looks of it. So we've got a few bits and pieces. This is the springtime throw. So they're very small squares. The only thing I will say about making something with very small squares like that is it looks pretty, but it is quite a palaver to actually do all those joins. It really is. Now I have a square that I made, and I think I called it the country garden square. It's beautiful, but it is very small, and then you make the whole square out of them. It's very nice. I like it, but fiddly is definitely the word, really. So yeah, this is it's quite pretty. We've got bunting. It's called Knickerbocker Glory bunting because of all the different colours. You know, if you don't know what a Knickerbocker Glory is, then as a kid, don't see them so much now, though you do sometimes. You'd get like a big sundae glass, and in it you would get a little bit of kind of syrup at the bottom that was probably strawberry, and then you'd get some ice cream, some fruit, some ice cream, some fruit. It's usually mixed salad of fruit, mixed fruit salad, you know, in a tin, that sort of stuff. And you get grapes and little bits of peach and then ice cream, and then it's all topped off with a wafer, and throughout they put more of the sauce in, so you get that going all the way through. So that was a Knickerbocker Glory. We had lots of those when I was a kid. My mother loved them. So we've got the hook holder. Now this looks like very similar to the one that Nastasia.com had on her channel. I can't say it's identical, but it's very similar. It's even lined the same way. And we've got a floral purse, which is also lined. So to be honest with you, beginners, I'm not sure. although they're quite simple to crochet, they're not necessarily simple to line. And I know you don't have to line things, but I'm not sure about the beginner's part. This is a round cushion that's in stripes, but a nice basic solid round. We've got a beanie hat that's got a few different stitches in it, and a rose to put at the side. And patchwork bag. This is the one that was on the front cover. That again is very quite simple to do. We've got a smaller ridge of a join here, and it is again lined. Or something that I was going to do was one of my canvas floppy bags. I actually bought some blanks for the purpose of sewing all of that to it. Do you know what I mean? So you're kind of using it as your liner. It's already a ready-made liner, and you just work and attach it. That's what I was going to do. And I actually bought them ready-made like that with the handle as well. So haven't got round to doing it yet. This is called the Rose Shopper. So it looks like it's a chunkier yarn, or a super chunky. And it's just got a couple of roses there and the handles. Again, it's lined. You can see the lining. I have quite a few fat quarters to actually use for lining. This is a fabric seat cover. So it looks like you crochet with strips of fabric. Different idea. Jam pot covers. So yeah, used to see those quite a lot with beads to keep them weighted down. Washcloths. Now, it's not something we usually do in the UK, is making washcloths. It's definitely the thing across the ponds that make washcloths. So I guess it's infiltrated our crochet now, that people are. I have made a few myself, exfoliating washcloth. I do have a tutorial for it. We've got egg cozies. These are very simple, but they've got like a little sewn top. You can crochet that. You don't have to sew it. Or you could just not make a top. It's easy to get that little beanie off of an egg. But yeah, I do have a tutorial for something like that myself. Mug warmers. So I would say mug cozies, because they will keep your maybe your tea or coffee hotter for longer and stop you from burning your hand if you touch the cup, maybe. But I wouldn't call them a warmer. And we've got one for your cafetiere cozy. Done all these sort of things in the past myself. A peaked toddler hat, and with a little rose on the side where you can have that or not. If it's for a boy, you don't have to have it. And we've got practice makes perfect, these ones. So we've got a ball, and we've got more flowers. We've got chevrons and more blankets, and I guess this might be borders. I don't know. That might be that scarf actually, with the flouncy bits on the end. Don't know. We'll see. Stripy wave cushion. So it's the chevron stitch and made into a cushion. That goes over quite a few pages. And a baby blanket. Now again, that's chevron, but all in one colour. So that looks kind of different, doesn't it? But we've got a very lumpy shell border on this one. And chunky seashells scarf. So basically it's a shell stitch made in chunky. Not very finished though, is it? It's got like a row maybe of UK doubles or US single crochet. But to me it's kind of rustic. So a nice way of saying it's basic. Floral curtain tie backs. Oh, okay, that's different. So yeah, using all those rose patterns and everything else, and flowers to make a curtain tie. That's an interesting idea. Felted beaded bracelet. Now for my shop, I've been looking recently. I can buy some felting kits, but I didn't know if it was something people might like. So if while you're watching this, it is something you would like, let me know, and I will look into them. I can't remember where I saw them now, but I will find them. So we've got fingerless gloves. When I do my fingerless gloves, and I do have a few tutorials on here, I always make a little thumb like that. Makes me wonder if this person's watched me, because they got the ridge joins the same as mine. Wouldn't it be a thing? I don't know. Anyway, there they are. And this is the one. This is the kind of a It reminds me a little bit of that ruffle scarf that I made a little while ago. It looks a bit like a lei, you know, with all the flowers. It kind of reminds me of that vibe. I don't know, it's lacy. Might be nice for an event. Baby bouncers. I guess you could put a ball inside and it would be a bouncy ball, but you could also make Christmas tree ornaments, couldn't you? Or all sorts of things with this. Round. Chunky luscious cushion. So again, it's a bit of a wave stitch going on. Done up with buttons. I just sew mine shut. We've got baby bibs. I had a go at making those when my kids were little. They weren't very successful, I have to say. I don't know. I prefer just buying them, throwing them away when they're manky. To be honest, if you've made one and it stains, you don't really want to keep it, do you? So these are baby slippers. Confident crocheting. Okie dokie. Let's see what we've got. Camellia blanket. So again, we've got just a granny square with the ridge join, but we've got flowers attached to it. So there, that's quite attractive. Oh, Roses and Posies, tea cozy. This person does like their flowers. So, prettiest tea cozy ever, it says. If I had a teapot, I might be tempted to make a tea cozy, but... Russian dolls, babushkas, but of course they don't fit inside each other like the real Russian dolls, but just ornaments. They're quite different. Remember Weebles? They wobble, but they didn't fall down. They've got that kind of round bottom to them. Kids and stuff loved Weebles. There's going to be a lot of these because there's quite a few of them. This is a cherub dress. When I first saw it, I thought it might be a beach cover, but it's not. It's a cherub dress. I'm not really keen on it, to be honest with you. I just feel like it's, I don't know. I'm not keen. But, you know, someone's going to love it. Not me, though. And this threading lace through, did that when the kids were little and for other people. And you don't necessarily get people take it out when they wash it. So I'll stop doing that. Oh, Mrs. Mittens purse. Mrs. Mittens purse. Okay, that's different. One for the kids. Again, it's lined. So there we are. And the summer evening shawl. That was the one we saw at the beginning. So it's a level 3 enthusiasts. Do you know what? I have to say, I don't think so. Some of the things that I thought that they'd classed as easier seemed more difficult in the eye of the beginner. But when you look at this, it's basically row after row after row of the same stitch with a different border. Can't really be that tough, can it? I don't know. This is a delightful light shawl made with a simple diamond chain stitch and a great project to try when you've mastered a few skills. So see, it's not, to me, I wouldn't have classed it as a level 3 enthusiast. Oh, it's not a cake, it's a pavlova. There we go. I'm not into crocheting food, you know. I'm into eating it, but not crocheted food, obviously. So this is quite interesting. Felted cherry brooch. I like that. That's quite sweet. Put it on your denim jacket and stuff. Monty and Priscilla bears. They're quite snazzy, aren't they? They look proper bears. You know, when you see teddy bears, sometimes they don't have, but these have got the actual bear faces and shape, like a stiff bear. There's their rear view. We're kind of getting to the end now a bit, really. We've had all the how to do at the front, so there we are. Suppliers, and what's the rest? Let's see. Index, and just a few more pictures. So that, what have we got here? Crochet Stash Busters and Cute and Easy Crochet with Flowers. Couple of suggested books. I guess they're also by the same author. Doesn't really sort of go with the whole project, does it? Author. It is a book author, but project maker author. So what do you think of this? Do you like this as a book? I find some of the ones that were classed as easy are not that easy. When I look at if I'm a beginner eye. And some of the things that are perhaps classed as difficult, I look and think, nah, that's going to be easy. Perhaps it's just my way of looking at it. I don't know. What do you think? Tell me. What do you like? What don't you like? What, yeah. Give me the lowdown. And I will see you guys. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. And you never know, you might get a notification. I can't promise it. It's down to YouTube, that. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching.